Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about Argand diagram. What is an Argand diagram? It refers to a geometric representation of complex numbers. That means we can represent complex numbers by using Argand diagram. Here the x-axis, we can take an x-axis as real axis and y-axis as imaginary axis. Real axis. It is x-axis is known as real axis. In Argand diagram, x-axis is known as real axis and y-axis is known as imaginary axis. Okay. It is also called complex plane or Z plane. Let us take a complex number z equal to a plus ib. This can be represented in the form of a comma b. By using coordinate geometry theory, we can represent the point A, B on the complex plane. Let us suppose the point P is at somewhere on the complex plane. This real part is the distance from origin to the point A, 0 on along the real axis, whereas imaginary part B is the distance from origin to the point 0, b along the imaginary axis. Okay, here is the point P of A, b. In this manner, we can represent any complex number. Let us suppose we can represent here the conjugate of complex number. We know that what is the conjugate of complex number? Conjugate of complex number z is a minus b. We are changing the sign of the imaginary part. What we do to find the conjugate of complex number? Simply we are changing the sign of the imaginary part. So z bar equal to a minus ib. This can be written as q of a comma minus b. Point q. Sorry. We can represent conjugate of the complex number on the complex plane in this manner. Here A is the real part and minus B is the imaginary part. So take A like this and minus B is the distance from origin to the point 0, minus B. Okay, it is a distance from origin to the point 0, minus b. So it is here is the point q of a, minus b. Q of a, minus b. It is the conjugate of complex number z. Z equal to a minus ib. It is the conjugate is the mirror image of the complex number. Conjugate of a complex number is known as the mirror image of the complex number. Check once. Here z equal to a plus ib and here is the conjugate of this z. So conjugate of z is equal to a minus ib. In this manner we can represent a complex number and its conjugate on the complex plane or z plane. This diagram is known as Argand diagram. This diagram is known as Argand diagram. Argand diagram refers to the geometric representation of complex numbers. That means we can represent any complex number on this Argand diagram. Okay, thank you.